finally, I got the chance to see Jojo Rabbit, a movie I was very excited to see, a film that had a lot of praise coming out of the film festival, and a lot of people that I watch on this exact platform had a lot of great things to say about it. Does it live up to that hype, or was it a film that just didn't take itself too seriously enough? We're going to talk about that and much more. Jojo Rabbit, written and directed by Taika Waititi, a World War II satire that follows a lonely German boy named Jojo, played by Roman Griffin Davis, whom worldview is turned upside down when he discovers his single mother, played by Scarlett Johansson, is hiding a young Jewish girl, played by Thomasin McKenzie, in their attic. Aided only by his idiotic imaginary friend Adolf Hitler, played by Taika Waititi, Jojo must confront his blind nationalism. Hey everybody, Elliot here to review the new film Jojo Rabbit, which finally got its worldwide release this past Friday, November 8th, and I'm here to share with you all my thoughts on the film and give you my score at the end of this video. But definitely, before we dive into all those fun details, if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with our content. And if and when you see Jojo Rabbit, I would love to know what you thought of the film. Let me know in the comment section. Let's have some fun conversations down there. So first and foremost, when I heard about the idea of this film, I was like, oh, that sounds pretty interesting. When I saw the trailer of the movie, I said, oh, that looks very interesting. And now I'm here to discuss the actual film without spoiling it. Let's jump a little bit into the story. So to me, it is just incredible how well this film was able to balance the seriousness of this subject matter that, by the way, took place less than 90 years ago, which is just crazy, but how it was able to handle the seriousness of the film, but also inject humor and comedy, and as well as so much heart in this film. I was fully engaged throughout an hour and 40 minutes, plus hour and 45 or 48 or whatnot. I was engaged the entire time. And the messages that I was able to pull out of this film, just thinking of a couple off top: not judging people that you do not know, individuals of that matter, not judging an individual person that you do not know, embracing love, being born out of hate, but growing up to learn more and to love more, and expanding yourself to be uncomfortable and to learn new things, learn new people. There's so many great messages throughout this film. Those are just some that kind of come to mind, and I really enjoyed that. This is, without a doubt, it's a Taika Waititi movie. You're going to get some great laughs, and there's a lot of great laughs in this film by some amazing characters. But when the film needed to be serious, once again, it takes its time. There's some really dramatic moments and moments that literally had me in tears, and I really appreciated that Taika Waititi took his time to really bring out the seriousness of the subject matter. This film is nothing without its director, which we'll talk a little bit about later, but it's without a doubt, it's based on the performances. And I'm going to go through this list of characters here that we have, starting off with some of the smaller characters. We get a Stephen Merchant, who I thought was good in his role, and Alfie Allen, who we know from Game of Thrones. I thought he was great as a second in command to this Hitler youth camp. And then we get roles from Sam Rockwell, who we all know is a great actor at this point in his career. He is so great. He's great in this movie as the army officer who's leading this Hitler youth camp, and is a very complex character, has some good laughs, but has some really serious moments, and a really heartfelt moment towards the end of this film. I thought he was great. I'm thinking of characters like, there's a lot of heart in this movie. We're going to talk about these characters in a minute, but Taika Waititi, again, I'm going to talk about his directing, but I got to talk about his acting too. He's playing this imaginary version of Adolf Hitler, and yes, it's some funny moments, but I don't think no one could have handled not only the direction of this film and what he did with that aspect of the movie, but the actual performance that he gives is just great. Taika Waititi is a worldwide talent, and I thought he was really phenomenal in this movie as the imaginary friend version of this historical figure, Adolf Hitler. But this film, again, is all about the heart, right? So I think of Roman Griffin Davis, who I believe this is his first film, and boy, this is one of many. This kid is phenomenal in this movie. He has so much on his shoulders to take on the comedy, going back and forth with Taika Waititi and his imaginary friend. He has to have the comedy on his own. He has to bring the dramatic elements out in this character, Jojo, and I thought that, again, Roman, this kid, there's a film that relies on a kid actor sometimes, it kind of, the kid actor might not be able to handle one or two different things at once, which again, this role demands comedy, demands drama, demands seriousness, demands hate, demands a lot from this character, and this kid delivers everything that's asked upon him. Roman Griffin Davis, keep an eye out for this kid because he is great as Jojo. Thomasin McKenzie, who I'm very new to as well. I know she was in a film last year. I believe it was called Leave No Trace, which is still on my watch list. I heard she was great in that film, but she is phenomenal as Elsa, as the Jewish girl who Rosie hides in the home. Again, you talk about characters that have a lot to handle in their role. She brings so much gravitas and so much seriousness to this character, and comedy and heart and charm and charisma, and I thought she was phenomenal in this movie. And again, another person that I cannot leave off this list, two people I'm going to mention here. Number one, I think sometimes we forget how great of an actress Scarlett Johansson is, because yes, recent memory, she said some interesting things in regards to people that she's worked with in the past and certain characters that she should and should not play. But taking away the artist from the art, she is so great. Again, she had me at tears at times due to the funniness and the comedic moments through her character, but also the serious moments from her character. And I thought that Scarlett Johansson as the mother, Jojo's mother, Rosie, was a great character. And I don't want to give too much away because she's a really great character, but Rosie is just great. And Scarlett has so much heart in this character, and I love her performance. But I can't leave out the performances without mentioning the kid, Archie Yates, who plays Yorkie, who is Jojo's best friend.
Oh, God.
I am telling you right now, I can't think of recent memory of a performance that just every time this kid was on the screen, he just put a smile on my face. I literally laughed out loud with some of the lines he had. The kid, him and Jojo, their lines are just great. Some of the best scenes of this year in regards to the comedy and also some of the serious moments. I thought that this kid, Archie Yates, as well as the kid Roman and Thomasin, those kids, those younger actors are some talent you guys should keep an eye out for. But Archie was great in this film. So I can't leave out the director, the man, the myth, the legend, Taika Waititi. Again, I can spend 20 minutes just on his direction, but leave it to the funniest man in Hollywood right now to bring such heart into this film. I think only someone like Taika Waititi could have done this film. The heart, the charm, the amazing. Again, how amazing, how timely this movie is just incredible. And again, the quick dialogue, the comedy, the sarcasm, the seriousness, everything that he did on the directing side was just phenomenal. The score by Michael Giacchino was great, and I could just go on and on and on about the positives, but I don't want this to be an hour-long review. Let's jump a little bit into the criticisms. Again, this is just a couple minor things. I would have loved to see Yorkie more, but again, he was perfectly injected in this film enough, but I would have loved to see more scenes with him and Jojo. Again, Taika Waititi is a very funny guy, and 9 times out of 10, he makes me laugh to the core of me, but sometimes that 1% doesn't always land. There's a couple jokes that didn't really land with me all the way, but again, comedy is very subjective, and nothing wrong with Rebel Wilson's performance in this movie, but again, I feel like Rebel Wilson is a character actor who plays the same character over and over and over again. Again, it was nothing against her performance in this film, but I've seen this performance from her in several other roles of her career so far. So that's just a minor thing, very, very minor things in this film. Overall thoughts it's a colorful film with a lot of charm, charisma, comedy, but at the same time has a lot of heart and a lot of seriousness to it. I cared about the characters. I cared about the story. I was fully engaged throughout the story. I laughed. I cried. I was happy I saw this film. This film, again, had a really interesting release schedule. It came out in New Zealand and in the U.S. October 18th. And then, like I said, this past, and had limited releases after that. But then this past Friday, November 8th, it had its full release. So I recommend you all checking it out. I know this film is not going to work for everyone because, again, of this serious subject matter, but again, at the end of the day, I personally think this film is about love, about caring for one another, and I think this is without a doubt one of the must-see films of 2019. I'm going to give this the 5-star treatment for me, guys. This is a 5 out of 5 must-see movie of the year, top 5 without a doubt. I'm excited to see a lot more films this year. I'm thinking of Scarlett Johansson in A Marriage Story. I'm thinking of The Irishman, Queen and Slim, The Rise of Skywalker, Knives Out. There's a lot more films on my list I'm excited for. but this I will not be surprised this ends up in my top 5, top 3, because I really love this film, guys, and I recommend you all checking out when you get the chance. Like and share this video, comment below your thoughts on Jojo Rabbit, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our content. A lot of things on our channel right now, latest reviews for movies like Last Christmas, Dr. Sleep, Netflix, Let It Snow, TV reviews for The End of the Effing World Season 2, latest episode reviews for The Morning Show, C, and Castle Rock, and of course we got Watchmen dropping later today, so keep an eye out for that video. Thank you all for watching this review, and we'll see you in the next video.